If you or someone you know having pain in your hand and feet, gather around, listen up. We have Dr. Jim Blanton here from Blanton Chiropractic along with his patient Brenda to talk about treatment options for neuropathy. So thanks for coming in and great to meet you today.
Nice meeting you, Susan.
Yes, so I want to find out a little bit about your story, your situation. What kind of pain were you in?
I've been a diabetic for about 25 years, and so doctors all along, I would tell them, you know, my feet are freezing, and I would have pain in there. I was doing cramps at night, and solutions were like, wear heavy socks, you know, it's part of what happens to you. And I was in terrible pain, and I saw, you know, his Facebook thing, and I thought, well, maybe, and I thought I'll just go down and see, you know, it's to get tested. And I'm amazed at the difference and it takes me an hour and 10 minutes to drive here, but it's worth every minute.
Wow.
And I didn't expect it to work as well. Neither did my other doctors.
Well, you have some pictures.
Oh, yes, I do.
And talk about what's on these pictures.
Okay, well, let the doctor tell you there.
Yeah, when you look at this first picture, we were doing a thermal scan.
Yeah, that's in August.
And then that was back in August when she first started. And it should be red and white all the way down, but when you get halfway on hers, which was really severe, when we got halfway down her shin bone, it started turning yellow, which means those little tiny capillary beds, not the big blood vessels, but the little tiny capillary beds had shut down or vasoconstricted, and then they start to get cold. Oh. And then when you got to hers, when you got to her toes, they were blue and green.
Oh my goodness.
And
I thought that my feet always looked dirty because they were dark, but it was because they were so cold. There was no circulation in them.
Yeah, they were freezing off. So.
Yeah, every chair in my house had a heating pad, because if I sit down, my feet were so cold that I had to, and the cold is like when you play out in the snow and you go in when you were little, you know, and how it burned. And
yeah, I was going to say, like a burning cold.
Right, but it was cold clear to the bone. And at nighttime, I couldn't sleep, and I kept a heating pad at night, and nothing was working. And I was just miserable.
Oh.
So then we just did our first re-exam, and look at them now. They're red almost to the tips of her toes, and that means those blood vessels, we've got them to open back up, and then we're getting blood flow and oxygen back to those nerves, and so she's really doing well, which means she's also has also done her homework like she's supposed to.
Right.
But how can you tell symptom-wise how much better are you?
Within 2 weeks, I felt I was like warm. Yeah, and I've got the temperatures written down. I've gained in temperature-wise on the back of here. My left foot was, let's see, 72 degrees, and my right was 71, and that was in August when it should have been nice and pretty, and you know. And then here in December, I thought, well, my feet are going to be cold because it's December.
It's cold outside.
No, my temperature, my left was 95.5, my right was 96.8, which is perfect, and I was just so excited about that.
That's great. So as we wrap up here, what were you doing? You know, you said she had some homework to do at home, but what were you doing in the office?
We use we use different things. We use a special laser, we do other sound wave devices, we do different vibration, we do all different kinds of things. So the key to this whole thing is, and I didn't invent this program, but the key to this whole thing is to hit it from all different aspects to be able to get those blood vessels to open back up and get those nerves to start healing.
And you feel great?
Right. And then there's vitamins and drink mix that we take, and what I like about it is everything's natural. Everything you see, you're working. You're not taking a medicine that causes something else to go bad.
Oh, that's wonderful. We've got information on the screen if maybe this might help somebody else there.
Yeah. So even if you've been told there's no help, listen to Brenda here, and her doctors have told her the same thing, and give us a call. So just for $49, the ladies are at the office right now waiting for your phone call, and so they can get you a gift certificate and come in and get you checked out. So like we always say, procrastination is the thief of health. We're getting ready to go into the new year. Take advantage of this and be able to start getting yourself better.
Brenda and Dr. Blanton, thanks so much for stopping by and sharing your story.
Thank you.
All right.